All right, so you're thinking about moving to Phoenix, Arizona, and you're looking at living in the city of Peoria. Well, today we're taking you on a full vlog tour of Peoria to show you the ins and outs, what to do, where to live. So let's get to it.
Welcome back to our channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I'm Shauna.
I'm Brayden.
And on our channel, we talk all about what it's like to live in the Phoenix metro area, how we help you relocate, pick a neighborhood that's gonna fit you and your lifestyle. So if you're thinking about making a move, make sure that you subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell. That way you get notified every time we release a new video, and you can continue to learn about living in Phoenix, relocating here, and we can help you really determine neighborhood and what's going to be a good fit for you. And as much as we love making these videos, we would love to help you even more with your move. We are both licensed real estate agents here in the state of Arizona, so make sure that you reach out, call, text, send us an email, DM us. We'd love to have a conversation with you and walk you through next steps and create a plan. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 9 months, we're here to help.
Perfect. Cool. Okay, so we're starting out today. We are in the North Peoria area. Right now we are in the Four Corners area, which if you've been on our channel before, we've talked about is where a lot of the shopping and dining is for the North Peoria area. So we're gonna kind of show you a little bit of footage from what there is to do over here, and there's more coming, which is really great. You can see some of the shops behind us. There's a really cute like home locally owned boutique behind us. Also some of the chains like the Targets right over here, Marshalls, you know, all the good stuff that you could want. So there's a little bit of that, but we're gonna head to West Wing to show you one of the top master plan communities of North Peoria.
here we are in the West Wing neighborhood of North Peoria. This is a very popular neighborhood because for a lot of reasons. Its location, this is a big family community. There's a real sense of community here as well in the West Wing area. So you've got a lot of single family homes, you have a lot of bigger homes, so a lot of young families in this area, a lot of two-story homes that you're going to find here. Tons of like hiking trails. Why don't you talk about the hiking trails?
So in West Wing is literally, it sits in the mountain community. So all around when you're driving in here, there's mountains, and there are like 4 different trails directly in this master planned community. And if, let's say, hiking is not specifically for you, like it's a little, like it's a little bit, I don't know, aggressive of a physical activity, there's also trails that go throughout all of this master plan community. So if you prefer just walking your dog or biking or something like that, that's options as well. And oftentimes, like right now when it's cooler, you'll see people out and about all over the place.
Yes.
Families walking together, kids on their bikes, people walking their dogs, couples walking together, in the mornings or on the weekends. So that's really nice to see in a community as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a school here, an elementary school right here in the community, right next to the park. There's also a church here in the community, and they do a lot of community outreach. Here there's a local coffee shop right there on the campus. They do have an arts center, so they have a lot of classes for the public and for the community, and community members and just other people that live in this area will utilize those classes. They have, sewing and arts, and so a lot of different activities going on right here in this community. And like we were talking a little bit before about location. So West Wing sits on the far north part of Peoria. So you do have pretty quick access to the Loop 303 freeway. You are a few short miles from other freeways. It is tucked away a little bit more back in here, but that's kind of the beauty of it. You do have all your shopping and things in that 4 corner area, so that's also very close. So if you need to run to the grocery store, you don't have to. You're just a couple miles away.
Yep, and this is a master plan community, so there are a lot of options for, the different parts of the neighborhood. I would say that, the price point here is going to be your median to high end and luxury. If you're starting out, there's not a lot of condos or townhomes in here at all, actually. But if you do have a higher price point, you like the North Peoria lifestyle. Also, just beyond this neighborhood, there is a large park, Paloma Park, it's very recently built, and it's in only phase 1, but it's got a huge park, playground, splash pad, soccer and baseball fields, dog park, fishing ponds, walking trails, and that is also surrounded by the mountains. And if you like to go boating, you like, either you own a boat or you just like to go out on the lake, Lake Pleasant is about 20-30 minute drive from here. So huge plus to the West Wing neighborhood. section that we're in Peoria, this is kind of, I would say like this is near like the main or like the middle part of Peoria. We'll show you guys the map on this too, have it like pull up where it, you know, Peoria is also very like vertical in the way that the city lies, and so as we're traveling like down the main sections, the main streets here, there's this neighborhood we have that is not necessarily a master plan community. There's several subdivisions within this square mile that are, you know, built between like the 80s and 90s, but really the reason we want to highlight it is because the location is great. We love North Peoria, but for some people it puts them just a little bit too far away from the freeways and easy access to kind of the main parts of Phoenix, or even the 101. So many people that are in the West Valley use the 101 for commuting and whatnot. So this section is really nice because you're super close to the 101, like literally right off of it, less than a mile away. You can easily get to the mall. You can get to the P83 shopping and dining, which we've talked about that before on other videos as well, which is a great area for shopping and dining. The Costco's over here, Sam's Club. If you like to do, you know, entertainment on the weekends, like the movie theater, things like that. And they also have the Rio Vista Park, which is a large community park, and there's sports that happen over there. That is all very close, and so we think this is a really great option, along with the fact that this neighborhood has more, you know, starter homes in it. A lot of the North Peoria neighborhoods do not, because people are kind of priced out just because it is a higher end area, that if you want to be in Peoria but maybe your budget doesn't quite allow you to start, you know, super high, you can get a smaller, you know, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home in this area for more like closer to the median and average price points across the valley.
Absolutely. And you know, there's a ton of different styles of homes in here. You know, you have the homes in the 80s that just have, you know, the shingle roofs, and you can usually tell when a house was built just by the design outside. Like in these older areas, and we say older because it's not brand new like the North Peoria area, in these older established areas, you know, they started building homes with the tile roofs right in the early 90s. So half of this neighborhood has them, the other half doesn't. And you know, like we said, there's a lot of great things. Location obviously is the best thing about this neighborhood, but it's really cost prohibitive for some families to be in that North Peoria area. So this is a great option for you if you want to be in that location.
So right now we are at the P83 shopping area. This is in Peoria, Arizona. It's off of Bell Road and 83rd Avenue, and this is just off of the Loop 101 freeway. So that's the main freeway that's running through, you know, North Phoenix and the West Valley. So really, really great location. This is bordering Glendale, and so it's just south of Arrowhead Mall. It's also right across from the Peoria Spring Training facilities. So it's really great. There's a lot to do over here. So do you want to tell us like all about this area?
Sure. So here we've got movie theaters over here. Harkins is over here. You could call it Restaurant Row because there are so many restaurants all in a row. And this is the thing, there are a lot of restaurants here, but a lot of them are like chain restaurants. We don't have a ton of like mom and pop restaurants in this area. There are some, but you know, whether you guys want a steakhouse or whether you're into sushi, you know, right here on the other side of the street, we've got a couple of sushi bars. We've got ice cream over here. There are a couple of other, you know, like corporate businesses in this location as well. And of course the mall is right across the street. So, you know, this is kind of for the Glendale Definitely for the Glendale area, because Glendale is literally on the other side of Bell Road. This is like your main shopping, restaurant, kind of entertainment area for that, unless you go to South Glendale. But for Peoria, if you live more in Glendale or you're close to this side of Peoria, this is probably where you're going to do a lot of those activities. If you live in North Peoria, you're probably going to go do things closer to there. So lots and lots of things to do over here. There's the mall, there's the spring training, which is awesome. In the springtime, the weather's great. We get tons of people coming out here. The freeway's right here, so it's really easy access in or out.
So right now we're also right across the street from the Costco, and there's also just, about a mile and a half up, there's also a Sam's Club. So if you need a Costco where you live, this is definitely a great spot for that. It's nice to have everything kind of right in an area. Like on Sunday, I'll go to church, go, maybe grab lunch sometimes, then go to Costco, go grocery shopping, get gas, kind of have everything in one area. And not every city here has that, or, they might have that in like smaller degrees, but you might have, it might be a little bit more spread out, and so to have this established shopping area, this is also a great area for like date night, or, taking the kids out for ice cream and dinner, just family days. So I think it's really nice to have, all of this in one convenient location, and just be a really, great area to find pretty much anything that you could be looking for. Recreation and, shopping, dining wise, you can pretty much find everything that you want over here.
Okay, so we are in downtown Peoria, or Old Town Peoria, and it's called Old Town because this is where Peoria started. This is where you're going to find those older historic buildings. And when we talk about, you know, some of the older parts of Peoria, this is the area that we're talking about. We've shown you some of these neighborhoods. We've shown you some of the historic homes along the streets down here. And we're in the downtown municipal complex right here. So, you know, City Hall is down here and the building development. So all those aspects of the city are down here in this huge municipal complex. And they've really done a great job down here of revitalizing this whole area. They have walking paths in here. They have the library, one of the library branches is over here. They've got parks down here. There's a community center for the residents. There's a women's center. They have xeriscape gardens. So lots of things down here for the residents. And you know, the city of Peoria, and we have said on other videos, is really trying to revitalize and bring back to life this area, and this is just a really good example of that. They have built this big beautiful complex where they have, you know, events, and the residents can come down here and enjoy the grounds. And so we're really excited to see that. Peoria is a great city, and you know, not all of the Peoria residents are going to be interested in the far north Peoria area. So even down here in older Peoria or those more established areas, these are great neighborhoods, great areas. You're still really close to the freeway. You know, Peoria and Glendale border each other. They go north and south, and then Glendale kind of shoots out, but Peoria and Glendale border each other. You're really close to the 101, and there's a lot of activities and things down here in the older or the southern part. A lot of great neighborhoods. So if you're thinking that Peoria is going to be a really good city for you, we think that you should check out some of these neighborhoods in this area as well.
Yeah, I think if you're looking for, if you've got some, you know, you like more character in homes, you want an older home, maybe less cookie cutter, or maybe you want to take on a project. You know, some of these homes they're going to be older, they're going to be smaller. There are some new construction, you know, neighborhoods going in these areas, but you know, this area, as we've kind of gone south on the this vlog tour, what you're going to have seen is like newer homes to less new homes. And it's not that there's anything wrong with this older area or anything like that. We just think it's really dependent on preference. But what we know about this area and like the middle of Peoria with more non-HOA areas is people who have maybe RVs, boats, you know, they want RV parking, or maybe they want to you know, do something and they need less restriction. That's what you're gonna see in these areas. And also some of like the cool, like, you know, charm that this downtown area has. Yes, parts of it need revitalization, but also, you know, you're gonna find more of that, just like the charm, the history and everything like that in this area, more so than you are, you're gonna find just more charm in this area, and you know, more of the history, which is something that, you know, you may be more drawn to rather than the newer parts of Peoria, or the more expensive parts of Peoria. So just a consideration for you. There is a really good craft coffee shop down here. Also, just want to mention that I always like to point out the coffee shops because I try to visit all the local stuff, and it's by the Axiom Church here in the downtown area. Also, as we drive through and show you like the historic churches and like really beautiful, you know, like there's artwork in the streets and stuff like that. That's just really cool stuff that you can't necessarily find in some of those like newer areas. So yeah, just really, you know, really cool stuff that, you know, when people say like all of Phoenix looks the same, well, we would argue because of areas like this that that's not necessarily true.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there's a guy down here painting a mural on the side of a building. They have murals in the streets, you know, and you're gonna find that you know, character and some eclectic buildings down here for sure, but there's definitely a lot of charm and a lot to see in the downtown Peoria area.
Okay, so we hope that this vlog tour really helped you get to know the city of Peoria. And if you're thinking about moving to Phoenix and, you know, you're looking at buying a house and you watch this video and you're thinking, hey, I really do want to move to Peoria, or maybe you're thinking, I actually don't know if Peoria is for me. That's okay. That is exactly what this video vlog tour is here to do. But make sure that you subscribe, hit the notification bell, because we're gonna continue to make videos just like this one, not necessarily just about Peoria, other areas in Phoenix. You can continue to learn all about living in Phoenix. And then also, if you are thinking about making a move, you can reach out to us. Like we said earlier, we are licensed real estate agents, and we love making these videos, but ultimately this is just like the first step in your home buying or selling journey, is that kind of doing the research, getting to know the areas, needing to know the basics of the Phoenix Valley. And then we're going to take you all the way through from this point through closing and even after. So make sure that you reach out to us. Our information is going to be on the screen, in the comment, in the first comment, and in the description for easy access. You can find it in any of those 3 spots. Call, text, DM, email, whatever your preference. We're here for you. You'll be talking with us. We'll take you, we'll do an intro discovery call, learn a little bit more about you, and then take you every step of the way from there. So make sure that you reach out to us, and we'll see you guys on the next video.